Good afternoon. Welcome to another presentation of teacher ethics and legal issues. It's for the Human Resources Portfolio Induction and New Teacher Mentoring. We're going to go ahead on and get started. The introduction. The goal of each educator must be to provide an environment in which all students can learn. Educators must value the worth and dignity of every person, have a devotion to excellence, actively support the pursuit of knowledge, and fully participate in nurturing a democratic citizenship. We're going to move on. Professional conduct, which it demonstrates conduct that follows generally recognized professional standards. We're going to talk about the ethical conduct, examples of ethical conduct, and examples of unethical conduct. The first three we come across is the high standards, respect educators, and grow professionally. The next one is for unethical conduct is any conduct that impairs the certificate holder's ability to function in his or her employment position or is detrimental to the health, welfare, discipline, or morals of the students. Just remember that it's all about the students in education. More examples of unethical conduct: harassment of colleagues, misuse or mismanagement of tests or test materials, inappropriate language on school grounds, physical altercations, failure to provide appropriate supervision of students. Trustworthiness. This is to demonstrate honesty and integrity. All right. The examples of ethical conduct on that is be honest, be an advocate, also have good character. It's great as educators that we be all of these three things. That what makes a great leader makes a great educator as well. The unethical conduct side of it is falsifying, misrepresenting, omitting, or erroneously reporting the following: professional qualifications, criminal record, or employment history, information submitted to federal, state, and/or other governmental agencies, reasons for absences or leaves, information submitted in the course of an official inquiry or investigation. Right on ahead. Unlawful acts. This is abided by federal, state, local laws and statutes. The unethical conduct defined as commission or conviction of any crime involving moral turpitude. Educators' responsibility. We should not engage in unlawful acts or conduct. Period. That is self-explanatory. Teacher-student relationships. Maintain a professional relationship with all students, both in and outside of the classroom. This is a big situation. This is a big thing in America today as far as teacher-student relationships. You see on the news all the time where teachers are engaged in a relationship of some sort with students, whether it be elementary, middle, or high school. As educators, it's a no-no. The examples of ethical conduct: play a role as trusted advocate of student growth, nurture students' potential, provide an environment lacking embarrassment or disparagement, create and maintain challenging learning environment. The unethical side of it is physical or verbal abuse, acts of cruelty or child endangerment, engaging in harassment or discriminatory acts, furnishing illegal or unauthorized drugs or tobacco to students. All these things are basically a no in today's society. Alcohol, drug, and tobacco use or possession. Refrain from the use of alcohol and or tobacco during the course of professional practice. and should never use illegal or unauthorized drugs. Ethical conduct defined as factually represented the dangers of tobacco, alcohol, and illegal drugs to students. Drugs are not the answer. That's what we say at the bottom. Unethical conduct defined as possessing, using, or consuming illegal drugs and alcohol, being under the influence, using them, or consuming during school-related activities. So, as you know, me as being an administrator, you do not have to use, you don't supposed to use them while you are on your job. You really don't supposed to use them at all, but we must be an example for our students. Public funds and property, we move it on. Maintain a high level of honesty, accuracy, and responsibility with public funds and property. The examples of ethical conduct: maximizing the positive effect of school funds by using funds wisely, modeling for students and colleagues the responsible use of public property. The examples of unethical conduct: misusing funds, failing to account for funds collected from students, submitting fraudulent requests for reimbursement for expenses. Remunerative conduct: maintain integrity of stakeholders when accepting gifts, gratuities, favors, and additional compensation. The examples of ethical conduct: ensuring that the institutional privileges are not used for personal gain, ensuring that school policies or procedures are not influenced by gifts or gratuities from any person or organization. The unethical conduct of it: soliciting of students or parents to purchase equipment, supplies, or services from the educator to participate in activities that financially benefit the educator unless approved by the school board. Accepting gifts from vendors or potential vendors for personal use or gain where there appears to be a conflict of interest. That's a no-no, once again. Maintenance of confidentiality: compliance with state and federal laws and local school board policies relating to the confidentiality of students and personnel records. It is the law that we must keep student records, student laws, everything that's dealing with the students, must keep them confidential due to the fact that it's their business. So we shouldn't, as educators, discuss another child's situation with someone that has nothing to do with the current situation. Examples of ethical conduct is keeping information about students confidential unless disclosure serves professional purposes or is required by law. Maintaining the security of standardized tests, supplies, and resources. The examples of unethical conduct is sharing confidential student information concerning academic and disciplinary records, health, medical information, family status, income, assessment test results unless required permitted by law. Violating other confidential agreements required by state or local policies. Contract abandonment. Educators should honor all terms in their employment contract. Examples of unethical conduct: leaving the position without prior release from the employer or refusal to perform the duties required by the contract. Basically, like I said earlier in this presentation, is all about the students. We must remember that. It's about the students. Alabama requirements for reporting unethical conduct. An educator must report any ethics violations within 60 days of becoming aware of the violation according to the policies and procedures prescribed by the local board, and the complaint needs to be in writing. Possible disciplinary actions for unethical conduct. This is a picture of our state superintendent, Dr. Thomas Bice, and he is the person who will, may, can suspend or revoke any certificate for any unethical conduct. Right now we have a slide here, and at the bottom, don't be like this teacher. He's holding a sign up, need money for food and diapers. This is what unethical conduct will cost a teacher or any teacher. Thank you. I hope you've enjoyed this presentation.